Good morning and welcome to NewsWare's Trade Talk for Thursday, July 23rd. Okay, let's get into the action. Take a look at the S&Ps, which are down a little more than 0.5%, 0.52% this morning. You got a wave of corporate earnings that came out last night and this morning, and we're seeing another spike in oil prices, and that's due to the escalating hostilities in the Middle East. This morning, we have jobless claims report due out, and the ECB is going to be making a policy statement this morning. No change in rates is expected from the ECB. In corporate news, EU regulators, they fined Google about $1 billion for breach of their Digital Service Markets Act. Eli Lilly stated that its Reptitude drug met its primary endpoints for the Triumph 2 and Triumph 3 Phase 3 obesity trials. Intel and AMD have signed a long-term server CPU supply agreement with Chinese buyers, and Intel is said to be considering a partnership in its Ohio semiconductor plant with SK Hynix. On the earnings front, we're seeing shares of CLF, LMT, MBLY, NOW, PCG, RTX, TMO, URI, all trading higher. Google, Southwest Airlines, Molina Health, STM, TMUS, and Tesla are all trading lower. After the bell today, we got Intel, VeriSign, Deckers Outdoors, and Boyd Gaming. And then we have Friday morning where we got American Express, Verizon, Schlumberger, we got THC, BAH, and Lamb Weston, LW all scheduled to report. Now taking a look at the global markets, and we're starting off with Germany, and Germany is trading lower by 0.63% or 157 points. Tech shares are leading the decline as the negative cash flow trends from the big tech companies continue to, raise caution in the air regarding the sector's elevated CapEx spend. We got the FTSE lower by 0.18%. Again, this is a market that's heavily weighted by oil prices, so you're seeing strength in energy shares, but it's offset by weakness in the AI tech stocks. And CAC in Paris is down 1.15%, led lower by declines in multiple sectors. Consumer staples, financials, luxury goods, tech, all trading lower in Paris this morning. Then we're moving overnight to Asia, and Asia generally saw gains. I mean, the Nikkei was up 0.46%, with financials and tech shares, driving that market higher. There's a key inflation report for Japan coming out tomorrow, though. Then we're looking at the Hong Kong exchange, which finished higher by 1.28%, with gains in tech and AI shares, mainly due to the positive corporate earnings. And Shanghai in China was higher by 0.25%, led by strengths in banks and techs. As the global AI spend remains in place. Then we're turning our attention over to oil this morning, and oil is spiking again. We got WTI at $90.63. It's up 4.38%. We got Brent at $98.62, up 4.84%. I mean, realistically, the sentiment is focused on the escalating geopolitical tensions, and the U.S. carried out the 12th consecutive day of airstrikes. The conflict is actually spilling over into the Red Sea, which is a vital shipping route for Saudi Arabian crude, because the Houthi rebels are trying to close that shipping lanes. So and there's no the idea of this 10-day ceasefire that's not being met with any type of positive commentary from either Iran or the U.S. So as a result, we're seeing oil prices continue to trade higher. On the earnings front, Google was the key one because that was the big one, and they delivered a stunning beat. I mean, they beat by $6.22 on higher revenue, and that stock's down 4.84% this morning, mainly due to the CapEx spend. There is concern. I mean, Google will be fine with it, but the caution is still there. Then you have Tesla, which just had a rather negative report. The stock's down 7.37% this morning. They missed by 21 cents, although it was done on higher revenue. And then we got RTX Corp, which came out this morning. They beat by 23 cents. They did it on higher revenue. That stock's up 5.19% this morning. Defense stocks doing well this quarter. After the bell today, we got Intel. EPS is 21 cents. Expected move is 12.75%. We got Decker Outdoors. Their EPS is 88 cents with an expected move of 9.22% when they release. On the economic calendar, we got jobless claims due out. expectations. The expectations is for a reading of 212K. Last week came in at 208K, which is essentially the 4-week moving average. So it's a little elevated, the expectations. We also at 8:30 we got the Chicago Fed National Activity Index, and at 8:15 we're going to be hearing from the ECB. And the FANG stocks, Apple reportedly is planning a broad Mac refresh with OLED touch screens up for their MacBook Pro. Amazon Senate Small Business Committee is set to investigate Amazon over allegations that they're allowing Chinese government to influence content and online practices. What else do we have here? We got Google. Morning weakness is there. Could be a coupon for buyers. I mean, J.P. Morgan actually cut the price target, but they remain positive on the shares this morning. Meta, that lawsuit over social media addiction, was dropped. I mean, apparently the plaintiff was satisfied with the settlement, so Meta was able to buy that one off. In terms of Dow Jones 30 news, Disney, and still news, FCC chair Brendan Carr says a decision to skip President Trump's national address last week, it's going to be a factor in their licensing review. IBM, Disney did this full well knowing that this was going to take place. IBM, they're going to acquire HRL Laboratories. No terms were discussed, but this is a quantum computing push. Also in merger news, Peace Guy, Paramount Warner gets the EU backing for the deal. In terms of guidance news, Honeywell sees Q3 adjusted EPS 205 to 220, street estimates 219. Okay, don't love it. Lockheed Martin, LMT, sees full year 2026 EPS $29.95 to $30.65. Street estimate was $29.89. That's definitely an uptick for LMT. RTX raised their full year 2026 EPS view to $7.10 to $7.25. Street estimate had it at $6.92. That's another big uptick. In terms of buyback news, Las Vegas Sands, LVS increased their buyout to $6 billion. In terms of catalyst calls, Jacob is ticker J, used to be Jacobs Engineering. Citibank opened up a 90-day positive catalyst watch on the stock. Okay, let's get into today's pick of the day. And, I got to go with Verizon, ticker VZ. Our earnings are out tomorrow morning. The EPS is $1.27. Expected move is 3.93%. Plus, the market is weak today, meaning there's likely going to be a push into safety, which would benefit Verizon shares. Call volume yesterday, 21,752 versus 16,050 on the put side. That's a 0.74 put-to-call ratio. Open interest, 592K versus 467K. That's a 0.79 put-to-call ratio. Again, both in the sweet spot. Major brokers, they remain positive. They are raising price targets. But for me to get in, I want to get in. I mean, it's currently bid at $44.20, which is not a bad price. $44.20 I'm okay with. But I'm going to say $44 to $44.20, so somewhere in that range. I'm hoping to pick off a little bit of a coupon this morning. But Verizon, I like it based on the activity in the market and tomorrow's earnings announcement. So that's my pick of the day, Verizon VZ. Okay, let's talk about hot off the press, see what we see happening. Trump's out there saying that if the Houthis interfere with commerce and trade by shooting at ships, that again, he will punish them. Let's see. DoorDash announces the keg is exclusive available for delivery. Chew. Freeport McMoran FCX sees full year 2026 capex spend at $4.3 billion. Jet fuel prices surge, take a bite out of American Airlines. Google holds $94 billion in SpaceX shares after the IPO. Southwest claims Mojo is back after her overhaul. That's ServiceNow CEO says we're firing on all cylinders. See, they had a decent earnings report. Stocks trading higher. PAG, Penske Automotive receives an unsolicited preliminary and non-binding proposal. SER moving higher on enrollment completion for its advanced Parkinson disease trial. This is a very low price stock. A lot of risk there, but it'll pop in the morning then sell off. I mean, enrollment data is not a big deal, but the stock is trading higher now. I'd be cautious. Lockheed Martin lifts 2026 forecast as Pentagon seeks to restock weapons. Comcast Peacock records first ever profit on World Cup and Love Island USA boost. Jeff Bezos is pushing Prime Video, had Mike Hopkins to overhaul the streaming service so that AI is front and center, according to people with knowledge of the matter. McCormick said the company is going to seek a listing on the London Stock Exchange after its planned merger with Unilever Food Business completes. That's all I'm saying this morning. Okay, now let's talk about Friday's pick of the day, which was UNP, gets United Pacific Railroad. It worked out. I mean, the fact of the matter is that, the stock opened up at 293.16 and fell to 290.91. Now, I was saying 292, 292.50. You look at the stock this morning, it's already hit $296. So, the 1% was there, whether it's from the opening price or my entry price. So, UNP, was a winner. Remember, we look for 1% gains, 1% walk away. And UNP definitely hit that 1% on that earnings announcement. So, got to be pleased with that. All right, traders, that concludes today's podcast. You guys know what to do. Let's go out there and make some green.